Hello, Internet. My name is Roro, and welcome to my channel. I hope everyone's having a good day. Today, I wanted to talk about something that I've dealt with for pretty much as long as I can remember, but more recently, it's been affecting me more, and I'm not sure exactly why, but it's basically migraines and headaches and how they affect my life and what I do to sort of combat it and try to prevent them and help myself and why I maybe need to do something more about it. So let's get into it. This channel is always just talking about whatever's on my mind, and this is literally on my mind in a way. So I figured this was a good opportunity to get into it because it's a big part of my life, unfortunately. So yeah, pretty much as long as I can remember, I've been getting migraines since I was like a little kid, and that's not very common. And I had to go to specialists as a kid and get it all dealt with. And eventually, they kind of just determined that yeah, for whatever reason, I get migraines. I feel like I get them for different reasons. Like I think a more common reason people get migraines is like if you don't drink enough water, eat right, like that usually triggers a migraine for me. I don't know if that was the case when I was younger. I can't really remember. It seemed kind of random, but that may have been the case. I don't know. Another thing that triggers my migraines pretty often is like strong chemical smells, like cleaning products, like bleach, stuff like that, or like a really strong candle. That'll trigger my migraines sometimes. Even like the smoke from the candle or like smoke from like a campfire or something, like that'll really affect them as well. And then if I already have a migraine, a lot of the times I don't get like they call them aura migraines, where you'll kind of get a spot in your vision or you'll see it coming before you get the pain, or sometimes you don't even feel pain. It's just you get this kind of spot in your vision. I don't really get those as far as I'm aware. Mine are always just pain. And another classic thing that I have to deal with when I have them is light sensitivity, sound sensitivity, moving around. Like if I move my head a certain way, it'll just hurt super bad. Um, yeah, and they can be so bad that I literally can't do anything. Like I have to just lay in bed with the lights off, kind of staying as still as possible until it passes and just kind of hoping for the best. And what has helped me in the past is taking like Excedrin, which is essentially acetaminophen, ibuprofen, and caffeine. And sometimes I'd have to take like 3 or 4 of them to really get it to work. But the problem with that, and something that I've realized recently, is I looked this up. You'll get what's called rebound headaches, where the more you take Excedrin, the more likely you are to get another migraine or headache the next day. So that kind of becomes like a really messed up cycle where I'll need it to make it go away, and then I'll get another one the next day because of that, and then I'll need it again to make it go away. So recently I've been not taking Excedrin because honestly it kind of has stopped helping me. And it's weird too because I think a lot of that is because of the caffeine, but it's again sort of like paradoxical where if I don't have caffeine in the morning, I'll get a headache. But if I have a headache already, sometimes caffeine makes it worse. Or if I'm kind of slightly getting a migraine and I have caffeine, it'll just like immediately bring it on. Or if I'm slightly getting a migraine and I have caffeine, it'll make it go away. So caffeine in general, I think people have mixed feelings about it when it comes to migraines, but I try to avoid it now. I wasn't always like that because my body is just very sensitive to caffeine as it is. So I'm trying to move away from that as being a solution. And just taking regular ibuprofen recently has been helping me, but that kind of makes me think that what I'm getting more recently is not migraines because they feel a little different. They come on very quickly, and I've been getting them. The past like 2 weeks have been honestly pretty unbearable. I've been getting them every single day around the same time. And I haven't gone to the doctor yet, but looking it up, I might actually be getting cluster headaches, which they refer to as suicide headaches because the pain is so bad. And yeah, I mean, migraines have been obviously a problem, but I've learned how to manage them and how to kind of live with it. As unfortunate as that sounds, but yeah, the past 2 weeks, it's just been the pain has been so much worse. It's been way more debilitating, and it's been pretty much every day at the same exact time. So that's definitely a little concerning. Another thing that I've been getting recently is like nasal drainage, where it's literally like liquid, like a faucet is just draining out of my nose. And apparently that comes with cluster headaches as well. And there's other things that could be that are more serious, which I don't think I have, but I also am a hypochondriac and have pretty bad health anxiety. So, any little thing that happens immediately throws me into a spiral. But I've been getting better on that. Honestly, that is a whole other video because that's also been affecting me my whole life. But yeah, I mean, I'm in the process of going to a doctor to try to figure this out, but it's just really fucking awful. And I really feel bad for anybody that has regular migraines or cluster headaches because I don't think people realize how debilitating they can really be. It's not just like a regular headache that you get from, whatever. Like, they're really, really awful. And it sucks because I work from home and my job is all on a computer. So if I have a migraine, I can't work because you really can't look at a screen. It just makes it so much worse, like the strain on your eyes and just the way the light sensitivity affects me. It's like I literally can't work. Also, as you guys know, if you follow my channel, like I play a lot of video games. So sometimes I wonder if like constantly staring at a screen is making my headaches come. But that's a different kind of headache, I think. I'm not really sure. This video is very like kind of scrambled and all over the place. I apologize. This has just been kind of like a rough 2 weeks for me. So I really wanted to just get this out and just kind of talk about it and sift through it. But I didn't really have a plan as to what I was going to say, what point I was going to make. I just kind of wanted to share this with you guys. I don't know. I don't want to like ramble about this too much, but I really just wanted to share this and, see if anybody else dealt with similar stuff and could potentially give me some insight or advice or, just what your experience is with migraines or cluster headaches or whatever. And yeah, I'm going to start a series on my channel, hopefully starting next week, where I'm going to go through all of the different mental illnesses that I have because I've never specifically shared which ones I deal with. And I think it's time for me to kind of really dive into that and kind of put it out there and share it and just see how people feel and who can relate. Because it really seems like a lot of you guys can relate to the videos that I make. And that makes me feel really good. So there might be more information that I have that I could share that could be even more helpful to you guys. So I really appreciate all the support. I'm excited to get started on that because that's a topic. Those are topics, I guess, that you could say that I have a lot of knowledge and insight on. I've been to a lot of different types of therapy. I've done a lot of research on my own. So I'm really excited to get started on that next week. And yeah, for any new viewers, I put out a new video every Sunday. So you can come back next week for a new one or check out other topics on my channel. I talk about a lot of like mental health related stuff and just whatever's on my mind at the time. So yeah, that's about it for this one. I'll see you guys next time.